me, homies do not hit below the belt. Homies do not disrespect each other. Homies do not talk shit. Like, they don't do that, bro. Like, and that's the thing I feel like is the problem, bro, is a lot of these niggas enable his behavior because they let him talk that way.
Let me tell y'all something, man. This content house drama got crazier. I low-key debated double uploading just because I peeped the story brewing, but the updates to the drama were just a lot. A nigga deadass had to take a bird's eye view because this drama is just mad convoluted. So if that doesn't tell you enough, I don't know what will. I'ma quit yambling. You already know I'm the hood Socrates. And let me catch y'all up. Now first, I just want to address the elephant in the room. J Cinco was dating Brooklyn Frost at 19 while she was 16, and she only found out because the dude lied about her age.
Know each other. I didn't know what I was getting into. He didn't know what he was getting into. Now, from the jump, Justin lied about his age. Justin is not 18. He's 20. He's 19 right now, about to turn 20 in a couple weeks. Yeah. Me and my mom found that out while we was going to Cancun for Mike's birthday. From his passport, and that was the first time he ever flew out the country.
So let me get this straight. This guy J Cinco, or Justin, lied to this woman when she was a child, and they only found out via passport. I'ma keep it a bean. Everyone involved locked them up, and I'm so serious. Clearly the Frost family knew based off of what Brooklyn was saying, and I just want to ask, like, what are we doing here? Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna get to the beef between DDG and J Cinco because that's crazy, but in reality the beef should have just ended here. I said it in the Thug video. I'm coming up on 19 and I just can't see myself getting involved with a sophomore / junior in high school, even if the age of consent is 16. So all that shit is just hella weird, and I wanted to get it out the way because for some reason nobody wants to just say, didn't you date a kid and lie about your age to J Cinco? And that says a lot about it, and that just proves he knew it was wrong. Now with that being said, let's actually talk about the drama itself. To be blunt, I'm not about to cover every single piece because the back and forth is too much, but I did want to highlight a few things because my view on this situation is that everyone involved are just not real friends. I've talked about it before various times, but the crux of the issue is the lack of authenticity. These men are not friends. It's a clash of egos. And if you're a One Piece fan, think of the Rocks pirates. It's a consistent theme that conquerors, or in this case, big egos, cannot coexist.
Even that group, like, it's not a real group, bro. Like, that ain't real. Them ain't real. Like, and I'm not saying like speaking on as far as everybody individually. I'm just speaking as a group. That's not a real friend group, bro. That's not a real friend group. Like, our friend group was always based off of the ranks of popularity. Like, last year I was at the bottom of the rank. If I put up to the club late, nigga tell me, nigga, it's over. Like, you can't even get in the club. Like, I'm not coming out to get you. You gotta call like T.O. or somebody. You feel me? Like, that's the only way a nigga get somewhere. Like, you know, and that's just a representation of the dynamic of the friend group. You know what I'm saying? People just, and then, you know, this person has talked to various niggas crazy. You know what I'm saying? Even the time I got talked to crazy, like this situation where a nigga just blatantly disrespected a nigga below the belt. He blatantly disrespected another nigga below the belt. And that person didn't say nothing. They took it. Like, they just, nigga call a nigga a bitch, I made you, and who you drive this, and whoop, like real, like.
Honestly, this makes sense, and we all know who he's talking about, and it's DDG. That matches his personality and how he portrays himself on the internet. But to hear niggas say they was ranking each other in popularity is crazy and just mad disconnected from being a normal person. I think part of the problem was how passive everyone was when these behaviors were displayed. J Cinco is talking about some crazy dynamics here, but he said one dude just took it. You're not supposed to just take it, and I'm not saying niggas gotta fight, but boundaries need to be firm, and that's just part of the bigger issue. The way these grown men carry themselves is a product of years of unchecked disrespect. When you combine that with money and business and people who are clearly not friends, you get this situation.
Various times I try to leave our group chat, you know what I'm saying, and defuse the situation, you know, but like I said, a nigga felt like he was the program. He ran the program, you know what I'm saying? So a nigga kept adding me back and just tearing a nigga down, like coming at a nigga in real disrespectful ways, talking to a nigga like a friend would never talk to. Then, like,
keep this clip in mind because DDG was sharing some details about how he and his friends interact. I wanted to elaborate on some thoughts I had about it, especially seeing that J Cinco pointed out how he was being treated and how that's not how friends should treat each other. But before I get into that, I want to say I don't think there's necessarily a side anyone should pick because frankly, both dudes suck pretty bad. DDG is an egotistical maniac who I personally don't don't think has any substance beyond his material wealth. Although I can say DDG wasn't lying about his age and he didn't date a 16-year-old, so I guess he is better. Only by that though. That's assuming he also didn't know this fact, but in my opinion, it's likely he did know. Point is, they're both bad, and seeing people take DDG's or J5's side is just pretty dumb. They're both guilty of being bad friends. That's what I think. But let's look at some clips that I think give credence to what J5 was saying.
Y'all was on stream, I at least interact.
When this nigga ain't on stream, bro, and you on somebody else, call my name. Rich. Yeah, Rich. Rich. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something real quick, brother. Hey, Johnny. Really? Oh, what you said?
No, it's just cause
Damn.
when I'm not on.
So that's a clip of Baby Rich imitating how immature DDG gets. And by the way, he admitted that he was childish, okay? But I think this clip is just like I said, it's normalized to the point niggas are cracking jokes about how DDG acts. But trust me, this is not the only one. We're just going down the list.
Like, Moo is there, I understand. Like, Moo, beef with a nigga, like, he don't never stop, gang. Like, he ain't got that. Like, bro, when I was beefing this nigga, gang, this nigga was texting me every day, like, you bitch. You saying little shit. Like, Sam, like, every day he'd say little shit to me, gang. Like, beefing this nigga, damn near, like, he trying to bully a nigga, like, and I'm not going for that, gang, but, nigga, that nigga Moo just be on some bullshit when you beef that nigga. Like, on some real life shit.
Tell me right now that's a normal way of treating your friend. And I'm gonna show you guys a clip where DDG is talking about how regardless of what happens between him and the people he loves, he's gonna fight for them. But this clip is like the antithesis of that. What makes you think that's okay? Is love a justification for mistreating your friends? Can love be used to dismiss disrespect? That's also something that growing up, I feel like a lot of people have heard. None of these things make disrespect okay. That shit was mad disrespectful and only proves J5 right.
And this time it was like, nigga, it's up and don't give a fuck what you talking about. So Cinco's pretty much just like, don't try to apologize this time because you done took it there. Like you've already overly disrespected me. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, that's what he's talking about, chat. So y'all can fan base farm and try to hate farm X, Y, and Z. Either way is wrong. Whether you on his side or his side, bro, it's wrong.
Now with Ben, I've been eyeing my timeline and he's had a few clips that really put a lot of this into perspective in terms of DDG and how he treats people. There was an incident that he spoke on that happened during, I think, Aiden Ross's boxing event where Ben said the energy was just weird.
One thing about me, if you know me, bro, I don't start nothing, okay? Let me get a ball. I don't start anything. And y'all, I know y'all want me to be the bad guy so bad. I get it. I troll a lot.
Say shit. I came over here.
Like still talking about it's crazy.
No, don't tap my back, bro.
Huh? Don't tap my back.
Bro, I'm not gonna do all this, game. All right, man. I'm just letting you know, bro. You're not letting me know nothing, man.
He said, I'm just letting you know. I said, bro, you're not letting me know nothing. You're not letting me know. Like, you're not letting me know gang, at all. Like, I'm all that tough shit, bro. Don't do that with me because I don't want to get on that, gang. We streamers, gang. We is not gangster. Like, bro, the energy was weird. And it's like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie like I don't know what's going on. I don't know everything, but I know what's been going on. So I just stay out of it because that ain't really my business until it is my business. You know what I'm saying? So.
You know, I didn't want to include the clip where he walks out because I thought that was pretty funny and accurate. But I'm gonna be honest, I think DDG was doing too much in the clip because if that all happened over a seat, why does he have to sound so pressed? I definitely found myself connecting with what Ben was saying because it definitely felt like there was some type of weird tone and energy. So I could see myself getting caught off guard by that had that been me in the situation. But that makes 3 people with 3 different experiences saying that doo-doo garbage is like a dickhead. Now let's look at what DDG has to say, and then I'm gonna wrap this up because this is melting my brain.
You know what I'm saying? But even that group, like it's not a real group, bro. Like that ain't real.
See, I would never say that about him. And the fact that he can get online and say that about me instantly, when I tell you how petty this argument is, y'all gonna be like, bro, are you serious? The fact that he can say that about that nigga ain't really fuck with me anyway. He was never my real homie. That's clear as day. Nigga, you don't do that. Me and my brother, bro, we literally, me and T.O. got in fucking real fights. And I'm talking about me and T.O. done hit below the belt so crazy. I love that nigga. I will murder a nigga over T.O., bro. It don't matter if something would have happened right after me and T.O. got into it. It don't matter if we related. It's the same shit with Rich, bro. If Rich called me, he'd be like, nigga, hey, this nigga on me. Nigga, I'm there, nigga. I'm there. I would never say.
I think there's a level of cognitive dissonance here. DDG attempts to grandstand Cinco about what he said, but in the same breath talks about hitting below the belt with his friends. T.O. in particular said DDG would text him every day, calling him a bitch. Does that sound like a friend, dude? That's really what I've been trying to get across this entire time. There's just been this complicitness with DDG's behavior. And to be honest, like I said, he's definitely a dickhead. And he's hella rude to his friends. I think that's undeniable. You can't use love as a scapegoat for disrespect.
Following day, bro, I called T.O. because they all in the crib deliberating and shit. I called T.O. nigga, we going back and forth arguing, blah, 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 blah. This nigga gonna say some shit like, Kai your daddy. That's what he said. So I said, nigga, I made you, nigga. Yeah, I said it. I'm like, nigga, if you saying Kai is this, what the fuck am I to you? I gotta at least be your uncle or something. Nigga, I gotta be your grandpa. I gotta be something to you, nigga. Cause there ain't no way you popping it like that.
This is exactly what I mean. That just makes me think that these guys are truly not friends, especially given the words that they use with each other. I personally can't fathom how you don't talk to your loved ones with soft language. That stuff be frying me, but it's obviously not just DDG though. I know I've been on his head for a little bit, but I can't just single him out. The problem is obviously deeper than him. It just goes to show that they were never really friends in the first place, or at least that's what I think. That's really all I had to say. I don't think I need to keep harping on the situation. Everyone's taking sides, but there's truly no point in doing that. DDG, J Cinco, the Capaholics, these are grown men with a lot of money and is being used as a mask for their obvious problems. Also, if you're taking sides when one of the guys was literally lying about his age to date a 16-year-old at the time, you're tripping. There is no side. Let's get him up out of here and anyone else who knew. So with that being said, subscribe for more unsolicited opinions. Join my Discord. I do want that shit to be active. I'm gonna get up out of here. Bye-bye.
You ain't never seen a nigga that's like this. Thought I fell in love, bitch, shake, bitch. Gang brought drugs, I'm excited, yeah. All this money I might, all this money I might direct, yeah. This how bad I might just, this how bad I might just type it, yeah. Lambo truck, I can't even drive it, I told gang that I don't pilot, yeah. This whole fucking on some like shit. I told gang that shit was trifling, yeah.